Hello friends, welcome back to the another video lecture of OOP1 subject. In previous video lecture, we have discussed about thread. Thread is a lightweight process, or we can say a subpart of our subprogram. So after it, we have discussed about multi-threading. In multi-threading, we have faced that two threads or more than two threads are executing itself simultaneously. So we got a synchronous output. So for it we need synchronization between two threads. So in today's video lecture we will discuss about the synchronization of threads. So threading in Java provides a synchronous environment, but for shared resources, means if two threads are accessing or sharing a same resource, then it is required to synchronize threads. Java has a model monitor. A monitor is a control mechanism. It allows only single thread to access shared resource. Other shared resources will waiting in queue. Monitor is an object in Java used as a mutual exclusive lock, or we can say it is a mutex. There are two ways to synchronize thread. First one is synchronized method, and second one is synchronized statement. If we talk about first method, that is synchronized method, a method definition is modified by prepending keyword synchronized. In syntax, you can say that here our return type, method name, argument list and body is there. We will have to put a prepending keyword synchronized before the return type. So it is synchronized, then return type, then method name, argument list, and after it body. While a thread is inside a synchronized method, other thread have to wait. It will execute that method until it is not completed its execution. When a thread calls that method, an object enters into monitor. When a method execute has been completed, owner object leaves monitor and relinquish resource for other threads. It needs join method which waits until the thread which calls it is terminated. Another method is alive to check thread is inside monitor or not. If we check examples, then we have our first example is there. In it our class is with synchronization demo. In it our main method. In it our target object is that for call me class. Here our call me class is there. Our caller class 3 objects are available. This is our caller class, object 1, object 2 and object 3. In it we are passing two things. First one target hello, second target synchronized, third target word. Target is a object of call me class. So if we create an object ob1, then it will call constructor of caller class. So here in caller class there is a constructor caller. Here we are passing an object, that is target, and a string. For first object it will be hello, for second object it will be synchronized, and for third object it will be word. Okay, so it will call after making object ob1, ob2 and ob3. After it we have put here try and catch block. If you do not want to put try and catch, then we can put also here throws exception. In it we have called join method. So here at the time of calling our constructor, means if we call caller ob1 new caller target hello, then constructor will be called. Here our object will be there target, here our string will be hello. So target will be the object, message will be the hello. Then t is equal to new thread. This means here our thread is t. So t dot start, it will start the our thread. So thread will be started here. Target dot call message, so our message is hello. So hello will be passed into the call method. So call method is here. Call method string message is hello. So hello will pass into here. So we have put here synchronized word. So synchronized word will synchronize the method until it completes its execution. So this method calls execution will be completed, then and then our monitor will be occupied for the others. Okay, after calling this our constructor, our in second statement our second constructor will be called. So that is the synchronized. So if they are synchronized, then it will completes its execution first and then it will allocate the resource to the other object. Okay, so this is the first method, synchronized method. We will have to write synchronized keyword before the method. So this is the first method for it. If we talk about second method, that is using synchronized statement. So when as a programmer we don't have to access to resource code to make method synchronized. At that time, just put the method call statement into synchronized block to make that method synchronized. Just we will have to put that our calling statement into this synchronized block. Here object is a reference to the object being synchronized. So current thread can enter into monitor of the object. That block needs to be specified into run method most of the time. If we talk about that example, then here we have not put synchronized keyword here, but at the time of calling into the run method, we have put this calling statement into the synchronized block. Here you can see here in run method in our previous example, we do not put any synchronized statement here, but into this our synchronized statement we have put our calling statement into a synchronized block. Here we do not have written our synchronized keyword. So this is the two method by which we can make two or many threads synchronized. Okay, so this is it for today's video lecture. If you like this video, then like, comment and subscribe. Also share it with your friends. Thank you, friends.